The Hyundai i30 2026 just landed, and this thing flips the whole practical hatchback idea on its head. So here's the real question. Is this the moment the i30 becomes the car nobody saw coming? And wait till you hear the hidden feature Hyundai slipped in that almost feels unreal for this segment. I'll reveal it in a minute. Walk up to it and the first thing that hits you is how clean and sharp the new body looks, like the designers sliced the air with a ruler and froze it mid-flow. The LED strip glows with this calm, confident energy, almost like the car's taking a breath before speaking. The shoulder line feels tighter, neater, more grown-up than the old model, and that new grille gives it a subtle premium vibe usually reserved for cars costing way more. But the real shock comes when you step inside, and trust me, it hits fast. Open the door and everything softens, the world gets quieter, smoother, almost cocoon-like. The seats wrap around you with this gentle firmness that says, "I've got you," not, "sit down and deal with it." The cabin space feels airier than the numbers suggest, helped by that slimmer dash and floating screen that seems to hover like a piece of glass pulled from the future. Even the stitching looks intentional, like someone obsessed over the angle of every thread. And while the comfort alone feels like an upgrade in life, the real magic starts when you tap the start button and the tech wakes up. The dual-screen setup lights up in a clean, fluid motion, and the graphics look crisp enough to pass for something from a luxury brand. Voice controls feel almost too natural, the kind where you talk the way you talk and it actually understands. But here's the curveball. The 2026 i30 introduces an adaptive cabin lighting mode that shifts subtly based on your driving mood, using sensors to read your inputs. Not a gimmick, but an actual vibe-setting tool that makes long drives less draining. Quick question though, would you want this mood-sensing feature in your next car? Let me know. Hit the road and the i30 settles into this sweet spot between smooth and assured. The 1.5-liter turbo engine pushes out around 160 horsepower, enough to feel lively without pretending it's a hot hatch. It's more refined than the previous model, and the steering has this nice weight to it that makes city driving almost therapeutic. Fuel efficiency hovers in that family-friendly range where you don't panic every time prices go up. And compared to a rival like the VW Golf, the i30 feels more playful, less rigid, more like a car that wants to be driven rather than tolerated. But stay with me, the biggest reveal is coming, and it's buried in the safety system. Here it is. Hyundai added a micro-gesture safety sensor that detects tiny driver movements, like drifting posture or delayed reactions, and adjusts alerts accordingly. It's not naggy, not overbearing, just quietly watching over you like a second pair of eyes when life gets noisy. As someone who's done long, sleepy road trips, that detail hits home. Picture owning it. Grocery runs feel easier, commutes feel calmer, and road trips feel like you're traveling inside your own little bubble of peace, the kind of quiet where your thoughts finally slow down. It's a practical car, sure, but it also whispers this subtle reminder that comfort doesn't have to be boring. So the Hyundai i30 2026, refined looks, smart tech, smooth performance, and a couple of surprises, but is it bold enough to beat its rivals, or just safe enough to satisfy its fans? Backhand index pointing right, smash that like button if this car deserves the spotlight. Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next one might just blow this away.